Salvatore Valentine, and welcome. I'm the Accidental Diner, and welcome today to Muzita Restaurant here in University Heights at 4651 Park Blvd. This is Abyssinian cuisine. It comes from the Eritrean region of Africa, which is on the east coast by the Red Sea, below the Sudan, above Ethiopia. And today we're speaking with Michael Lunsford, the general manager here at this wonderful bistro. And Mike, first of all, it's nice to meet you. It's good to meet you. Explain to the audience and to me a little bit about the cuisine here and what you're trying to do in this restaurant.
What we've been trying to do is to bring the Ethiopian and Eritrean food into the cuisine level. We're trying to bring it up. We're trying to educate people that there's different types of food out there that they should really get into, because there's a lot of vegan, vegetarian options, there's meat options, there's the spice, there's the flavor that you want when you go out. You know, you want to have your mouth full, you want your mouth singing back to you, going thank you, thank you, thank you. And I think with the cuisine that we've been doing, you know, even putting our own little twist on what's been given to us with the flavors and the seasonings, that's what we're trying to do, push the envelope.
Okay, so we have a few items here on this platter, this sort of sample platter that you made for us. Maybe you can go through them and explain to us what each one is, and we can try it out and taste it and see what it's about.
You got it. Well, we'll start off here with our crispy calamari kilwa, and what we've decided to do is take the teff grain, which is the smallest, healthiest grain here in Eritrea, Ethiopia, and use it almost like a cornmeal breading. It's lighter, it's healthier, and it still gives you that nice little crunch on your food. After that, we have a teff encrusted bamia. Again, the same thing. The teff, we've put the okra, tossed it with a little bit of flour, the teff grain, hand seared it really quickly, and then tossed it with a yellow bell pepper emulsion with cipollini onions and roasted Roma tomatoes. Right here on the side, which is very traditional, it's a spicy lentil spread, and then we've toasted up the injera bread that they use.
And what is this? And what is this injera bread?
The injera is also made from the teff grain, and it's basically their version of a tortilla. They use it to pinch their food because they use their hands, so it helps to grab their food and put it in their mouth. It also absorbs a lot of the flavor.
So basically, a lot of this food you eat with your hands, huh?
It's full hands-on. You won't be able to come to our restaurant and see any silverware on our table, because
is that right?
We want you to get the full feeling
full experience of
how they're eating back there.
And this is, like you said, is a little dipping sauce, which is what?
Sauce. It's an emulsion of lemons, limes. There's a little bit of yogurt and some, of course, Eritrean and Red Sea spices in there to give it just an extra kick with your food, because they love spice.
And you can use this for anything on here.
We usually traditionally put it with the calamari for us, because everything else has its own flavor. So this will go with the sauce. This is already tossed with the red or the yellow bell pepper emulsion, so it's got the flavor in there already. The ceviche, which is which
I tried before, which is wonderful, by the way. This is dynamite. No, it's true. It really is wonderful.
It's a prawn ceviche, and again, you know, we're taking some of the spices, we're pushing the envelope, we're just mixing it up. We keep the traditional items on the menu for the diehard purists that want to come in and experience exactly what the cuisine.
Now, I noticed on your menu that you also serve wine and beer, but you also have some sort of liquor drinks or liqueur drinks that are made from a certain kind of vodka. You want to tell me a little bit about that?
It's a rice-based vodka. It's an Asian vodka. And it falls in line with the way we like to think. We like to live locally and think globally, because we want to bring different flavors together. We think that just by happenstance they work well, you know, and why not? Why not push it? Why not make it something different? Why not make it our own?
Well, let's try some of this. I'd like to try the calamari first.
Get a little dip on there. You're using your hands.
Using my hands.
Shy. Nice and light.
That's nice.
Oh my gosh, I can't even hold on to my own.
I really like that. This is really nice.
Tender.
Not overdone, not fried. Very nice. Very, very nice. And this here is okra, right?
That's the bamia, which, as they call it. It is a teff encrusted okra, topped with the yellow bell pepper emulsion.
This is good. This is wonderful. But I know you don't give utensils, but do you give people napkins?
You definitely give napkins. Yeah, I gave you a little one.
Thank you very much.
And the great thing is the food tends to lend itself to go with the wines. You know, I love a good red wine. Anything on here you'll find will go really well with the red wine.
Well, I have to try this again because I tried this one.
Yes,
This stuff is the bomb right here, okay?
This is actually something our chef Luis came up with because he makes a great ceviche, but we've got the flavors, so
that is wonderful.
He decided to mix it up and play with the food. I'm eating well today.
This is the only thing that I haven't tried. Now this, what you're telling me is that this bread is made from the same stuff that's coating this.
Yeah.
And what is it called again?
Teff grain.
Teff grain.
If you give me 1/2 second to step off camera.
Okay.
I of course have a display.
Okay. So this is the actual, in its actual grain form.
In its natural form. You want to pour a little bit of that out?
It doesn't really smell like anything, but it's let me see something. It's kind of like a mealy, cornmeal, yeah.
And what they'll do is they'll grind that up, and then they'll ferment it. So that's what kind of gives you the sourdough taste with the injera bread.
Now, there's something else I wanted to ask you about because I discussed this with Abel, who is the owner here.
Yeah.
This test meat. What is this that I've seen in a lot of you? Explain to me what this test meat is.
It's a clarified butter, and what they'll do is they'll add their spices to it. So when they use butter, it adds more flavor to the food. Instead of having to season the food, the butter.
So they sort of saute the butter down, and clarify it.
They clarify it up, and then what we do is we use it. We have little squirt bottles in the back. We fill those up, and we use that for the extra flavor.
I gotta try this, man. This is wonderful food. And I suggest that everyone come to 4651 Park Boulevard in University Heights. It's a wonderful block here. It's a great neighborhood here in San Diego, California. And meet Michael. He'll be here. And taste some of this wonderful Abyssinian cuisine. And that's it for now from the Accidental Diner, Salvatore Valentine. Peace and keep the faith.
Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.